Buddy Rick here, aka the Late Night Gamer. I don't know why I'm going with that one. That's weird. TGT Rick, whatever you want to call me. And I know this is a shitty setup yet again because I'm still moving all my stuff around and getting everything reset up the way I want it. But I wanted to bring a discussion to you guys today, and it's actually about the new God of War. Now, by now, I'm assuming almost all of you have seen the trailer. If you haven't, pause this damn video and go watch it. Just go watch it right now. Don't worry, I'll die in the meantime. You go watch it. Uh, so my discussion is if you have seen the trailer for it, what do you guys think? What do you think of this newer or older, I guess I should say, Kratos? The giant beard, the new setting. It's no longer Pantheon stuff. It's no longer ancient Greece. Obviously it's Norse. It's Norse mythology. Now there's been some pretty cool speculations on what it might be, and this actually was triggered. This discussion I'm gonna have you guys was triggered because of Kotaku. I was going through Facebook and read a Kotaku article about it, and I'm gonna read a little bit of it here for you. Excuse me. So from what we know from the developers, it says in an interview, the new God of War takes place later in Kratos' life. He is an imminent demigod, so he's got a lot of life to live. He left Greece to start over, which is how he finds himself in the domain of Norse mythology, and during a time when gods walked the earth. Also, he's got a kid who's part god himself, which in the trailer was kind of crazy because if you played the God of War games, you know he does not have a child. Where the hell does that kid come from? Obviously, it's a lot later in Kratos' life. If this is Kratos, because now I have another theory that I was talking to one of my friends about the other night, and I'll bring that up in a little bit later. Where does he get a child from? Because he was essentially Zeus, right? Because spoiler alert. Okay, gave enough time to skip past it. He's essentially Zeus, right? Because he went and at the end of the third one, from what we know, he killed Zeus, which then makes him head honcho, right? We don't know if he died or not, because it panned off, and next thing you know, you just saw a trail of blood, and he wasn't there. Obviously, if this is the Kratos, he did not die. And there's going to be a lot of backstory to tell somewhere in this and figure out how he got to where he is now, if that is a Kratos. Now, here's one of the theories I thought was actually pretty damn interesting. So the first theory to become prevalent is a fan. First theory to become prevalent is a fan? Alright. Is an obvious one. Over the course of God of War, Kratos, with his magnificent and slightly familiar beard, beautiful beard he has, will become Odin. That would make his conspicuous, unnamed son Thor. The idea behind this theory, like this, is the one posted by, I'm going to fuck your name up, and I'm sorry, Holy Army? Holy Army, I believe it was, on Reddit. And he goes in and say, this is a journey of Kratos to become a Norse god of war. Or Odin, that we know. Wow, it is raining like crazy out there. He might be fighting some kind of monster on his journey to yield I'm gonna fuck this up too, the Yggdrasil, Odin's staff, basically. But no gods. When he finds Gungnir, I'm ruining it all, but he becomes Odin. And that scenario is indeed happening. The kid is definitely Thor. That's why they didn't reveal his name. Now, that's a crazy theory if you think about it. And it could work, because if you look back at the old drawings of Odin, Odin has a scar across his eye. They gave Kratos a scar across his eye in the third one. And the beard. Now, I don't know where the blood of his family is going to fit in. Spoiler alert, if you haven't played him. The blood of his family is going to fit in, because Odin doesn't have that. Although Odin does have a patch on, so maybe that's it. But anyway, that's a great theory. And it's very, very possible that's what they're doing. Is that you're actually Odin, and the kid is Thor, which means Loki's going to be there, and other Norse gods. So, that's a cool theory. I like the fact that it is Norse mythology. That makes me happy. It's cool. It's a new direction. But now on to another theory. Now, I know they said that this is Kratos later on in his life. But what if... And bear with me, and I know it sounds kind of weird, but I was talking to a guy about this last night, and it made sense. It might have been because I had a couple beers, but that's besides the point. But what if this Kratos that we see is not actually Kratos? Now, I know it sounds crazy, but what if it is Kratos' father, and this kid is actually Kratos? It's possible. It's very, very possible. I don't know. But that's why I'm making this video. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. Share, like this video, do all that fun stuff that the kids do nowadays. If you haven't seen the trailer, I'll have a link in the description to watch it. It looks beautiful. It looks amazing. It was the one thing that surprised me with E3 this year. I know it's still technically going on, but if any of you actually watched E3, everything else was kind of dismal. I mean, besides maybe Skyrim Remastered, but I don't know. I'm burnt out on that. That's going to get some hate. But God of War definitely was a surprise. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think. Let's start this discussion. You can talk with me on Twitter at TGTRick. I'd love to hear from you guys. And I want to hear your fan theories on Kratos. Do you think he actually is going to become Odin and that kid's going to be Thor? Because if that's the way they're going, they got so much potential for more sequels. And that'd be pretty fucking rad. Alright guys, talk to you later.